everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class, and that has been the class we have is your 97th class year of the session. And before that we had done your 96 classes of the sessions here, and in that only we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fraction simplification, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, profit and loss, that we are dealing here, and that has been the 11th topic of the session as well. In terms of it, in 97th classes which we talk about it. So yes, we had last classes we had done your 77th question of the session. Today we'll go ahead with a 78th question of the session here. The question we have here is: a man sold 18 cots for rupees 16,800, gaining thereby the cost price of 3 cots. The cost price of the cot is, that has been asked in SSC examination paper. The option we have is rupees 650, rupees 700, rupees 750, rupees 800. So we go ahead for the same. A man sold 18 cots for rupees 16,800, gaining thereby the cost price of 3 cots. The cost price of cot is, that has been asked in SSC examination paper, which we talk about it. So yes, for the same we'll find it out here. So with the same we go ahead for the solution here, that we have to talk about it. SP of 18 cots equals to CP of 18 cots equals to CP of 3 cots, which is equals to CP of 21 cots equals to SP of 18 cots equals to rupees 16,800, and CP of 1 cot equals to rupees 16,800 upon 21, which is equals to rupees 800, that we have as an answer. Now we go ahead for the next question. We go ahead, that has been the 79th question of the session, and that has been the important one, of course. The question is: if on selling 12 notebooks a seller makes a profit equals to the selling price of a notebook, what is his percent profit? That has been asked in bank PO question paper, which we have to talk about it as well. So here we go ahead. If on selling 12 notebooks a seller makes a profit equal to the selling price of a notebook, what is his percent profit? That has been asked in bank PO question paper, which has been important one. The option is 16, 2 by 3, 25, 50, and data inadequate, none of these. We go ahead for the same. So with the same, SP of 12 notebooks minus CP of 12 notebooks equals to SP of 4 notebooks CP of 12 notebooks equals to SP of 8 notebooks equals to, that we have to find out. So let CP, this has been the cost price of each notebook, be rupees 1. Then CP of 8 notebooks equals to rupees 8. SP of 8 notebooks equals to rupees 12. The gain percent equals to 4 by 8 into 100% equals to 50%, that we get as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead for the next. We'll talk about it, which has been another important question here, which comes under in it. That has been the 80th question of the session, and that has been the important one. The option we have here is, on selling 17 balls at rupees 720, there is a loss equals to the cost price of 5 balls. The cost price of a ball is, that has been asked in SSC examination paper. The option is rupees 45, rupees 50, rupees 55 and rupees 60. So we go ahead for the same. On selling 17 balls at rupees 720, there is loss equal to the cost price of 5 balls. The cost price of a ball is, this has been asked in SSC examination paper. The option we have rupees 45, rupees 50, rupees 55 and rupees 60 here, and that what we'll have to talk about it, which we have to answer it out as well. So here we go ahead. CP of 17 balls minus SP of 17 balls equals to CP of 5 balls. So CP of 12 balls equals to SP of 17, which has been the selling price of 17 balls, equals to rupees 720. CP, which is cost price of 1 ball, equals to rupees 720 upon 12 equals to rupees 60, that we get as an answer. Now we go ahead for the another question that we talk about it, which is of course being the important one, and that what we'll have to discuss is your 81st question of the session here. So we go ahead for the same, and that has been the important one as well. A vendor losses the selling price of 4 oranges on selling 36 oranges. His loss percent is, that has been, the options we have 10%, 11 1 by 9%, 12 1 by 2% and none of these. So we go ahead for the same and we'll made it. CP of 36 mangoes equals to SP of 36 mangoes equals to loss equals to SP of 4 mangoes. So SP of 40 mangoes equals to cost price of 36 mangoes. Let cost price of each mango be rupees 1. Cost price of 40 mangoes equals to rupees 40, and selling price of 40 mangoes equals to rupees 36. Last percent equals to 4 upon 40 into 100 percent, which is equals to 10%, that we get as an answer here. 4 upon 40 into 100, so that has been 0 been cancelled by 0. 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, so for 1 tenth is 10%, so that will get your answer here. Now we go ahead further, which we'll talk about it, and that has been the another important question. And the question we have is your 82nd question of the session, that what we have to discuss here. So we go ahead for the same. So the next question we have here is 82nd question of the session. The question we have: a man buys 2 dozen bananas at rupees 16 per dozen. After selling 18 bananas at the rate of rupees 12 per dozen, the shopkeeper reduced the rate to rupees 4 per dozen. The percent loss is that we have to find out. That has been asked in your section officer examination paper. The option we have: 25.2%, 32.4%, 36.5%, and 37.5%, that we have to talk about it. And let's go ahead for the same. A man buys 2 dozen bananas at rupees 16 per dozen. After selling 18 bananas or at the rate of rupees 12 per dozen, the shopkeeper reduced the rate to rupees 4 per dozen. The percent loss is, that has been asked in section officer examination paper. So we'll find it out for the same here. CP is equals to rupees 16 into 2 equals to 32. SP equals to rupees 12 into 1.5 plus 4 into 0.5, which will give you rupees 18 plus 2, which is equals to rupees 20. Last percent equals to 12 upon 32 into 100%, that is equals to 37.5%, we get as an answer. Now we go ahead for the next, we'll talk about it, which has been the another important question here, and that is what we have to go ahead. It's been the 83rd question of the sessions here. So the question we have here is, the question is: a man bought apple at the rate of rupees 34 and sold them at the rate of 12 for rupees 57. How many apples should be sold to earn a net profit of rupees 45? This has been asked in SSC examination paper, that we have to talk about it. And the option for the same we have here: 90, 100, 135, 150. We go ahead for the same. A man bought apples at the rate of 8 for rupees 34 and sold them at the rate of 12 for rupees 57. How many apples? How many apples should be sold to earn a net profit of rupees 45? That has been asked in SSC examination paper, that we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one. Option is 90, 100, 135, 150. You go ahead for the solution here, and that we have. So we go ahead for the same here. CP of 1 apple equals to rupees 34 upon 8 equals to rupees 4.25, and SP of 1 apple equals to rupees 57 upon 12, which will give you the rupees 4.75. So profit on each apple equals to rupees 0.50. Number of required apples equals to number of apples required equals to 45 upon 0.50, which is equals to 90. That we had as an answer here, and that what we'll have to discuss about it. Now we'll go ahead for the next. We'll talk about it, which is in the 84th question of the session here, which has been important one, of course. So we go ahead for 84th question of the session here. The question we go ahead, and that what we'll have to discuss about it, which has been the another one, and that is what we have to discuss here. So the question here we have, that is what we have to discuss is your oranges are bought at the rate of rupees 10 for rupees 25 and sold at the rate of 9 for rupees 25. So we go ahead with 84th question of the sessions here. Oranges are bought at the rate of 10 for rupees 25 and sold at the rate of 9 for rupees 25. The profit is 9 1 by 11%, 10 11 1 by 9%, and 12 1 by 2%. So we go ahead for the same here, which we have to find it out. So suppose number of oranges bought equals to LCM of 9 and 10 equals to 90. So cost price of 90 oranges equals to rupees 25 upon 10 into 90, 0 being cancelled by 0, equals to rupees 225. Now a selling price of 90 oranges, that has been the selling price of 90 oranges equals to rupees 25 upon 9 into 90, which is equals to rupees 250. So profit percent is equals to 25 upon 225 into 100%, which is equals to 100 upon 9%, that is 11 1 upon 9% here, that we get as an answer here as well. Now we talk about the another question, which has been the 85th question of the sessions here. The question is, and the question we have here is, some articles were bought at 6 for rupees 5 and sold at 5 for rupees 6. Gain percent is, that has been asking your SSC examination paper. The option we have 30%, 33 1/3%, 35% and 44% here. So some articles were bought at 6 for ₹5 and sold at 5 for ₹6. Gain percent is, this has been asked in SSC examination paper, so we'll find it out for the same here. Suppose number of article bought equals to LCM of 6 and 5 is equals to 30. Cost price of 30 articles equals to ₹5.6 into 30. 6 5s are 30, 5 5s it is your 25, and then SP of 30 articles equals to 6 upon 5 into 30. 5 1s are 5, 5 6 are 30, which is equals to 6 6 are equals to ₹36. So gain percent equals to 11 upon 25 into 100%. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100, 11 fours are 44. So 44% we get as an answer here. Now we go ahead for the next question, that has been the 86th question of the sessions here, and that has been the important one. So 86th question we have here. A man bought some fruits at the rate of 16 for ₹24 and sold them at the rate of 8 for ₹18. What is the profit percent? And that has been asked in the bank view question paper as well. And the options we have 25%, 40%, 50%, 60% and none of these. So we go ahead. A man bought some fruit at the rate of 16 for ₹24 and sold them at the rate of 8 rupees for ₹18. What is profit percentage? That has been asked in the bank PO question paper. So we'll find it out for the same here. That has been the 86th question of the session. So here for the same, suppose number of fruits bought equals to LCM of 16 and 8 equals to 16. Then cost price of 16 fruits equals to ₹24 and selling price of 16 fruits equals to ₹18 upon 8 into 16, which is equals to ₹36. So profit percent equals to 12 upon 24 into 100. 12 ones are 12, 12 2s are 24, 2 ones are 2, 2 5, 50 is 100. So we'll get the answer is 50. That will be the right answer for this question as well. So here we're gonna end up with this, and we'll discuss the many more questions in the next coming class. That has been the 87th question of the session. We'll discuss here in 98 classes of the session as well, so that we discussed here. And before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than quantitative aptitude, yes, we had done your sociology and software engineering. Even though we had done your chemistry for class 12th, and that is your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, and unit 9 with their conversions as well. And other than that, if I'm going ahead, yes, we had done your which has been we are dealing with CBNST, which has been the computer based numerical and statistical technique, where we had done your unit 1, which has been the computer arithmetic errors and rules of equation. We had started with unit 2, which has been the interpolations and curve fitting. In terms of, we had done your ER diagram, we had done your, we are dealing with English vocabulary as well. We had done your reasoning. In that we had done in general mental ability in the logic reasoning. In that has been the part of verbal reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, dot situation, constructions of squares and triangles, figure formation, analysis, and your practice question set as well. Other than this, we talk about it. Yes, we'll surely be starting with the physics part 1 for class 11th. That has been important one. And for class chemistry for class 11th, we had done part 1. We'll surely be discussing about the part 2 for the chemistry and for class 11th and for class 12th as well. We'll start with physics soon. And other than that, coming towards your quantitative aptitude, yes, that has been divided into two sections, which has been the arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In arithmetical ability, we had done your operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, averages, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, profit and loss. That has been the 11th topic that we had covered up. We are dealing with. After completing that, we'll start discussing about ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pattern system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, allegations of mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, then races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, stocks and shares, permutation and combination. Then after that, we'll discuss about probability, to discount, anchors, discount, height and distance, odd man out series as well. After talking about that, in data interpretation, we have to cover up the tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts and line graph. So here we're gonna end up with, and it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. And other than quantitative aptitude, we'll surely be start discussing about the bank PO examination paper as well. And before that, whatever the topic, whatever the subject, whatever that you have requested for, we will surely be provided you, and you can just tell me on the comment section and we'll be help you out as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.